What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for thelines.com, playpicks.com. We're going to talk some Sunday night football between the Bills and the Chiefs. The Sunday night football game of the year. My biggest bet of the year so far as well. While you're here, go ahead and get that free subscription to the channel. Really do appreciate you guys helping us get to 10,000 subs. And hey, look, 20, 25, 30, 50, 100,000 subs. Really do appreciate you guys helping us here. And give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section how you are going to play this game. Bills and the Chiefs, again, premier game. You can see, we'll take a look. The best number you can get on the Bills, there's 3 out there at Sugar House. You can also get a 2.5 on the Chiefs at DraftKings, a little bit juiced at 2.5. So you can find the 2.5s, you can find the 3, depending on which side you want to play in this game. Total 56.5 points are expected to be scored here. On the injury side of things, the Chiefs defensive end Chris Jones is questionable. He's got a wrist injury. Cornerback Charvarius Ward is questionable as well. On the Bills side of things, linebacker Matt Milano and defensive end AJ Epinesa is questionable in this game. So a couple questionable guys on the Chiefs side, a couple questionable guys on the Bills side as well. When we take a look at this, listen, both of these teams are going to be there towards the end of the year. We know that for sure. I mean, these are teams that are built to last, right? I mean, just barring catastrophic injury situation, cluster injuries, whatever it might be, these teams are going to be here right till the very end, probably battling out for that number 1 seed in the AFC as it is anyway. We look here, guys, I mean, this is a Bills team. Whenever you look at the advanced metrics, and specifically on the defensive side of things, which is pretty crazy, advanced metrics, they have them right now, number 1 overall defense DVOA. Pro Football Focus, number 1 defense according to them as well. If you look right now, yards per play given up, they're first in the league. Yards per pass given up, they're first in the league. Early down success rate given up, they're first in the league. Early down EPA, they're first in the league. I mean, this Bills defense has been absolutely awesome to start the beginning of the year. Now, the only problem is you look at the list of teams that they played, and specifically the list of quarterbacks that they played, and then you start to understand that, okay, they have had, if you look at their strength of schedule, the easiest strength of schedule so far for any defense in the NFL. They have faced the corpse of Ben Roethlisberger, Jacoby Brissett, Taylor Heineke, and Davis Mills. Those are the 4 quarterbacks that they have played so far this season. Pro Football Focus has Roethlisberger the 30th graded quarterback, Brissett the 20th, Heineke the 26th, and Davis Mills dead last at 32nd. So they've not faced a quarterback rated higher than 20th, 3 of which are 26th, 30th, and 32nd in the league. Not explosive offenses at all. Definitely teams that are in the bottom half when it comes to offensive production. So while the Bills can only play who's put in front of them, so I'm not taking anything away from them from that standpoint. You can only play who's on your schedule. It is greatly, these numbers are greatly amplified by the competition they played so far. On the other hand, here comes the Chiefs to town. And I'll scroll down here so you can read a little bit further if you want to. Now the Chiefs roll to town. Chiefs offense, number 1 DVOA, number 2 by Pro Football Focus, number 1 in yards per play, number 6 in yards per pass, number 4 in yards per rush, number 2 in early down success rate, number 1 in early down EPA, number 1 in points per play, number 1 in third down conversion percentage, and number 4 in number 4 in red zone touchdown percentage. So you get this gigantic gap from the teams that they've played so far to the team the team they have to play this week on Sunday Night Football on the road, I might add. So I'm taking nothing away from the Bills defense overall. I'm just, because they've gotten it done against who they've had to get it done against, but this is a completely different animal when it comes to this Chiefs team. We know what this Bills defense wants to do, right? They want to play off. They want to try to lull you into running the ball, because one of the things that Bills coaching staff is extremely sharp, and they understand that it is far more efficient to pass the ball than it is to run it. So they want you to run. They play softer boxes. They beg you to run the ball. Well, what did the Chiefs do in the AFC Championship game last year? Well, since the Bills just want you to keep everything in front of them, they just went to Travis Kelce over and over and over and over again. Yeah, there weren't any of the typical, get behind the defense and things like that, but they just went to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce had 13 catches on 15 targets in that game. 118 yards. Because they just went dunk, 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 over the middle, down the field, over and over again. So the Chiefs kind of figured it out as to how to combat that type of defense that the Bills want to play against them. Now you're going to say, if you're going to say here, and you probably already shading, you probably know which way I'm shading in this game, but you're going to look and you're going to say, Matt, but this Chiefs defense has been absolutely horrible. You're right. They've actually been pretty bad. If you look at this Chiefs defense and you look at their metrics, DVOA, dead last. Pro Football Focus, 31st. Pass rush win rate, they've not been doing well there. 24th in the league. Yards per play, last. Early down success rate, last. But then you look at who they've played so far this year. The Browns, the Ravens, the Chargers, the Eagles. All four of those teams are in the top half of the league in DVOA, EPA per play. They're all in the top 8 in the league in overall offense grade, according to Pro Football Focus. It's been a murderer's row for this defense. So, again, while the defense has been bad, and certainly it's been bad, there's no doubt about that. I'm not trying to make excuses for the defense. It's been bad. They've also played very, very good offenses as well. Specifically offenses that are built to beat them. Run heavy, wear on you, keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. Browns, Ravens, Eagles even to some extent. So it is just a completely different animal here with the Bills coming to town. They don't run the ball at all. I mean, they're going to try in this game, I can only imagine, but they don't run the ball at all. One of the highest passing rates in all of the NFL. And so it's just a different type of team, different everything, despite the fact that the Chiefs defense has been underperforming so incredibly badly. And then you look at this Bills offense, not only that, but you look at these box scores, you look at these final scores specifically, and you say, oh, okay, well, they're scoring all these points. Well, yeah, but they're not all that efficient when they're doing it. Bills offense, 17th overall DVOA, 21st by Pro Football Focus, 18th in yards per play, 24th in yards per pass, 27th in pressure rate allowed on Josh Allen, 23rd in red zone touchdown scoring percentage. Josh Allen's in the bottom third of graded quarterbacks so far through the first 4 games of the season. They've got a bunch of short fields. They've got a bunch of untimely turnovers from their opponents and things like that, which have made these scores against their opponents look way, way worse than it really is. So it's just, whenever you look, it's not everything that it seems here on the surface. And that has led me at 2.5 on a very, very, very large position on the Chiefs in this game. The Chiefs offense is just an absolute animal, and they're going to move the ball up and down the field. Now, can the Bills move the ball up and down the field as well? They can, but they're going to have to score every single time they get the ball. And this offense has just not been all that efficient so far, and they're not going to be able to do that. So I really, really, really do like the Chiefs here at 2.5. Now, total, I'm going to leave that alone. If anything, maybe a Chiefs team total, but no total for me. I came out to projection right somewhere in this area right here. So no edge whatsoever. Honestly, if this Chiefs team was sitting 3-1 or 4-0 right now, this line would be on the other side of 4. It'd be 4 on the other side of 4. The fact that we're getting 2.5 feels like a gift here on this Chiefs team at home. At home. Now, home field advantage has been shrinking for sure, but it is at least a thing. And home field advantage, Bills on the road, inefficient offense, far more inefficient than it looks. Playing an incredibly different animal when it comes to an offense of the offenses they played so far. And it's even the same thing on the Chiefs side of the ball as well. From a prop standpoint, and again, guys, all you got to do is come up here, NFL Sunday Night Football preview. You can get this free preview, and then there's a little handy-dandy prop finder here. Listen, this isn't something I'm going to have a ton on here, but I like, especially at plus money, I like the over on Kelce receptions here. I honestly think that the Bills are still going to try to play that defense where it's don't let anything behind us, keep everything in front of us. Don't give up the big play. And with that, Travis Kelce eats yet again. And the fact that I have him projected at 7.4 catches as it is anyway, and I'm getting plus money on the over 7.5 is just icing on the cake for me here, because I'm adjusting what my numbers say off my personal opinion here of how how this defense is going to play them, and then how they're going to go about attacking the defense. So really like the over at plus money on the 7.5 receptions for Kelce as well in this thing. Guys, it is an awesome game. If you don't have any action on it, if you want to fade me, I completely understand. Listen, the Bills are definitely a good football team. I still have the Chiefs power rated number 1 in all the NFL. I think this offense is going to be able to do whatever they want to against any one of their opponents that they play. I think this Bills offense struggles just a little bit more than the Chiefs offense does, and that'll be all the difference here. We're getting less than a field goal, and that seems like a gift to me in this whole thing. Free preview over on the lines as always. So head over there, click on that. Please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and let us know in the comment section how you're going to play this thing. What do you like? Do you think they cover? Do you like the total? Do you like a different prop that I didn't mention here? Please let me know what you think here. And again, good luck on all your bets on Sunday Night Football.